Apparently, Bo Nix was hated as a five-star, maybe in high school, maybe in college, but he was hated. And I'm pretty sure Bo Nix is the quarterback whose dad was a coach wherever he went. I think that was him. But I also thought that Bo Nix was a good football player. He was at Auburn. Pretty sure his dad was a coach at Auburn. I don't even know how, but his dad just was a coach there. I thought that Bo Nix was a good quarterback. No doubt. But let's see what this video is about.
Bo Nix just lit up the NFL.
It is! Caught! Touchdown!
But just 3 years ago, his own school hated him.
Bo Pick Sick Nix. We done with him, man. He ain't the Auburn quarterback no more.
The fans ended up chanting for TJ Finley before the first half was over.
Nix kind of standing by himself on the sideline watching. Kind of tough to look at. Really felt for the kid.
Yeah, I felt like I was giving my all for Auburn and didn't necessarily feel the same from them.
Auburn wasn't just any school. That was his dream. Bo grew up in Auburn jerseys, and that was because of his dad, Patrick Nix, who was a star quarterback for Auburn in the 90s.
I grew up in the stands at Dad's football game, taping your ankles to go up there and sit in the stands and not even play, but just feel like you were a part of the game.
This kid didn't think about NFL. This kid thought about being quarterback at Auburn and playing Alabama in the Iron Bowl.
And that dream became an obsession. Bo played under his father at Pinson Valley High School, and together,
Okay, Bo Nix played with Kool-Aid McKinstry. That's where I know him from.
were deadly. Bo scored 161 touchdowns, threw over 12,000 yards, and brought the school back-to-back state titles. He became a national star and was ranked the #1 dual-threat quarterback in the nation. Offers came flying in from all over the country, but there was never a question. Bo Nix committed to his dream school, Auburn University.
As a dad, it's incredible. I've seen him work from the time he was a little bitty kid. That's what people don't see. People see that, they just see the final product. I've seen the efforts that he's put in.
The dream has finally come true, and I'm just ready to get down there and get started.
Bo Nix arrived at Auburn with sky-high expectations. He wasn't just another freshman. He was Mr. Auburn.
I was recruited to Auburn from the head coach, and he literally told me, "We have Bo Nix coming. You're set."
So as a true freshman, he was named the starting quarterback, and the lights only got brighter. His first game was against the Oregon Ducks on national TV, a top 15 team led by quarterback Justin Herbert, who was in his last year before the NFL.
When I ran out to the field, there were so many people, and that stadium was huge. Pretty much the whole time I was just thinking, don't mess up, don't mess up.
Early on, Bo struggled, throwing 2 interceptions.
And that's a second interception.
But somehow, he stayed calm and led a comeback. Auburn was down 1 with 9 seconds left. Bo Nix dropped back, and he did the impossible.
Throws it downfield. Caught. Touchdown, Williams!
And it was like the best thing ever, and probably the worst thing that could ever happen to him.
He started his freshman season 5-0. Then came Death Valley. Auburn versus #1 ranked LSU. Bo versus Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I already knew how this ended. This, bruh, as y'all know, I'm from Louisiana. This run right here was legendary. This team was legendary, bro. Literally, I'm pretty sure one person from every position went to the league this year. That's crazy as fuck. One person from every position.
Nix stepped up, going toe-to-toe with the Heisman winner. Eventually, he fell short. And that's where Bo got a taste of the other side of the stardom.
I was getting requests off Venmo, that people would find my name and be requesting the money that they bet on the game that they lost because it was, they bet, I didn't. They were asking for the money back, however old you are, requesting a 19-year-old kid who's going out there and doing legitimately, essentially far more than what they could do. And you're going out there and doing as hard as you can. And that's the product that we're putting out there with humanity.
Right. Still, Bo had his chance to end his freshman season on a high. The matchup he had dreamed about since he was a kid. Auburn versus Alabama in the Iron Bowl. In a wild shootout, Mac Jones and Bo Nix went touchdown for touchdown. But when the dust settled, Bo walked away with the win, 48-45.
It's like everything I ever dreamed. This is a dream come true.
The Tigers finished with a 9-4 record, and Bo was named SEC Freshman of the Year. Now heading into 2020, Auburn was ranked #7 in the nation, but week 2 against #4 ranked Georgia was a disaster.
hate being broken.
Why was it a disaster? Hold on, let's see why it was a disaster. Because you know what I'm saying? From what I've watched from these 4 minutes, it's been ups. You know what I'm saying? It's been ups.
Through 0 touchdowns and 1 interception. Auburn lost 27-6, and it only got worse. Against unranked South Carolina, Bo threw 3 interceptions. Suddenly, the fans who were cheering him on now came up with nicknames: Bo Picks, Bo Pick 6, Mo Picks. He still showed flashes of greatness, but he just didn't live up to the expectations. The next season, Auburn hired Brian Harsin as their new head coach. He brought in LSU quarterback TJ Finley. It didn't seem like competition. I mean, Bo was the face of Auburn, but all of that changed when they played Georgia State.
Let's talk about Bo Nix. The fans were skeptical of him going into the game. In the first half, he was 11 for 22 for 128 yards, but a number of those incompletions were just horrible passes. The fans ended up chanting for TJ Finley before the first half was over.
And that's where Brian Harsin made the decision. Bo Nix was benched. TJ Finley came in, threw the game-winning touchdown, and the crowd went wild. Bo sat on the sideline, stunned.
To be honest, I was kind of shocked. I knew in situations like that, unfortunately, the camera finds you a lot, so I didn't want to be the guy that was drawing the attention away from the game.
And the hate reached another level.
But you can't be here and you can't represent Auburn anymore, because we're sick of it year after year after year. You don't improve, you stay trash.
The next week, Bo was named the starter, and he made one of the craziest plays ever as he led Auburn to their first win at LSU since 1999. But the noise didn't stop. After each game, the comments were full of mockery, and to Bo, that was painful, to the point he felt miserable.
You wrote this: "The students loved me at first when I was a freshman and we were winning, but by the end of my junior year, I was being booed off the field by that same student section."
That was hard.
So he was being booed off his college. I thought, well, before this video started, I thought that he was getting booed off of high school fields, but apparently not. Apparently it was college.
Literally loved Auburn more than they did. I wanted Auburn to succeed more than they did, and that's probably why a lot of the times, I would do anything to win, and why sometimes it didn't work out and it looked like I was out there just, doing whatever I wanted, because I literally just wanted Auburn to win so bad. And I'd put my completion percentage aside to win. I felt like I was giving my all for Auburn and didn't necessarily feel the same from them.
So he made the toughest call of his life. Bo left his dream school and entered the transfer portal.
This decision has been the toughest that I've ever made. I've made so many decisions for Auburn, and now it's time to do what's best for me.
In a full circle moment, Bo joined the team where his college career began. He flew 2,000 miles west and joined the Oregon Ducks. A fresh start with a familiar face. He reunited with Kenny Dillingham, his OC his freshman year at Auburn. It felt like the perfect reset. But in their first game, reality hit hard. Oregon faced number 3 ranked Georgia, one of the nation's best teams. In a tough game, Bo threw 2 interceptions. The Ducks got humiliated, 49-3. Bo felt terrible, but his dad, he was smiling.
He walked out so happy. 3 things. Dan met him every time he walked off the field, and that just was good to happen. It hadn't happened in a while. Offensive lineman waiting on him. Walking in the tunnel, the Oregon body who we didn't know, and they were standing up.
His parents really care about football, bro. This is amazing to watch. His parents are crying with them talking about his football journey. Some parents are not even in tune with their children's football career, football journey. And without them even knowing, them even showing up at a game will make their child go way harder. Now let's not talk about if your parent shows up at another game. This is just another chip on your shoulder. I'm not about to look crazy in front of my parents. So that make you even go harder, but you get me?
And the SEC teams would be spitting on you.
Once again, the internet went wild, but this time, it didn't really get to Bo. The support hit different, and for the first time, the weight was off his shoulders. He realized he doesn't have to be Superman. He could just be Bo, and that's where he flipped the switch. 5 touchdowns against BYU, 3 against Washington State, 4 touchdowns versus Stanford, 3 more touchdowns against Arizona. Bo went crazy. He threw 20 touchdowns and just 1 interception. Suddenly, people are writing apologies for doubting him in the first place.
You literally got like...
I don't know what the fuck was going on, but you know,
national writers writing like apology columns to you though, like saying they were wrong about you. Like
it's tough. That's tough. I don't really want to comment a whole lot about it because it's how you get in trouble.
Bo wasn't done, beating undefeated number 9 ranked UCLA with 5 total touchdowns.
And chuck it down the field. Bo next to the end zone, dropped it in for Franklin.
The next game for Scials, 6 touchdowns. The kid they wrote off was now in the Heisman conversation.
13 rushing touchdowns, most in the country. 22 passing, 14th most in the country. 35 total touchdowns, #1 in America. He's playing out of his mind. I think he deserves a flight to New York City because he's been so consistent.
But then came his biggest test. Oregon faced rival Washington.
Yeah, I'm an AI. But
man, if he don't fuck over Washington, man, if Washington not hanging with them, man, I better hear that he went fucking ballistic versus Washington.
Michael Penix Jr. in a game with huge playoff implications. The two quarterbacks went head-to-head in an absolute war. But in the close game, the Huskies came out on top 37-34. But still, Bo played the best season of his career. And everyone was wondering, what changed compared to Auburn?
Maybe the unhealthy pressure that is added to, 18 to 22-year-olds by, outside noise and fans. Like, it's almost like an unhealthy obsession in the South.
But even with all the new success, it wasn't the ending he was hoping for. So he came back for his 5th year. Not just confident or comfortable. He dominated early, crushing Colorado's hype train and moving to 5-0. Bo looked like the most efficient quarterback in the country. But just when everything seemed perfect, his biggest test returned. The Washington Huskies, again led by Michael Penix Jr.
That was a big ass Husky.
Biggest test returned. The
What in the fuck? Big ass dog.
Washington Huskies, again led by Michael Penix Jr. It was a back and forth shootout, one of the best games of the year. And with the game on the line, Oregon lined up for a 43-yard field goal.
Sometimes in life, you're going to get knocked down. You may get fired from a job. You may lose a sale, but I hope that doesn't stop you from going out there and trying to sell something else. There's a lot more to life than football games. I know that for sure. Tomorrow, the sun will come up. God is still good.
But Oregon bounced back, winning 6 games straight. And Bo, he was unstoppable, averaging nearly 4 touchdowns a game and completed almost 80% of his passes. This time, he wasn't just in a Heisman conversation. He was a serious contender. And if he keeps this up, he's gonna win that trophy. But one name stood in his way, Michael Penix Jr. And now, they'd meet one last time. Oregon versus Washington in the Pac-12 championship.
You're talking about a Heisman winner leading the Oregon Ducks. And you're talking about a potential Heisman winner leading the Washington Huskies.
Like always, this rivalry was an absolute classic. But in the final seconds, Oregon fell short, 31-34. Still, Bo put up some of the most ridiculous numbers in Oregon history, with 45 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. He finished the season as a Heisman finalist, coming in 3rd behind Penix and eventual winner Jaden Daniels. The move to Oregon paid off big time.
This school has changed my life.
Now it was time for the NFL, but the doubt.
Let me know what y'all think about this story so far, because all I hear in this story is that he got fed up with getting fucking booed, and that shit just sparked the fucking flame in him, and that flame just showed how good he actually was. Because like he said he was just trying to be Superman when he was at Auburn, and this shit didn't work because he was trying to win more than they were. You know what I'm saying? So now he's at a comfortable spot where he's just trying to play football. He's just, you feel me? And when he just tries to play football, then he actually starts winning. And I can relate to that. I definitely can relate to that. Because I remember sometimes I was trying to be the best YouTuber in the world. Fucking edit 30 videos in one night and fucking just unrealistic shit. But then I realized, I'm like, bro, I keep uploading 2 videos every single day for 2 years, then you feel me? That should lead me way farther than staying up till fucking 2 o'clock a.m. would. You get what I'm saying? So, no doubt.
Others never left.
Dude checks down way too often.
And there's some serious questions about whether he can throw the ball outside the numbers and deep down the field.
I have never in my life seen a more obvious bust pick than Bo Nix.
I'm off Instagram and I'm off social media because I just don't want to listen to it.
That's right.
It doesn't make me any better.
A lot of that criticism wasn't even on Bo. It was about Oregon's system. Too many underneath throws. He's a system quarterback. His arm is mid, so Bo made the decision. Let's show everyone at the NFL Combine.
Some people question his arm because he takes a lot of underneath throws. I don't have any concerns. I've seen him power the football. I know he's got... It's a great ball. It's perfect. Perfect ball.
He proved he had a real NFL arm, but on draft night, things took a wild turn.
Told me I wasn't supposed to be there, you know? When I go crazy, y'all can go crazy.
With the first pick, quarterback Caleb Williams. Second pick, Jaden Daniels. Third pick, Drake May. 3 quarterbacks in a row and no Bo Nix. 8th pick, Bo's rival, Michael Penix Jr. And then with the 10th pick, J.J. McCarthy, quarterback out of Michigan. Bo had to watch 5 quarterbacks get selected before him. Hope was fading.
I don't know why hope was fading. I don't know why. You know you're a first-round talent, so if you don't go first, you're going second.
Quarterback be drafted in the first round. Then the phone started ringing.
Hello. Hey. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Absolutely. You want to win a Super Bowl?
Broncos select Bo Nix. There it is. Quarterback, Oregon, 6 for 12.
Bo was officially a first-round pick, but not everybody saw it that way.
Bo Nix.
There it is.
Bo Nix. There it is.
I hate this pick. To me, Bo Nix was a third-round guy.
But he didn't care. He blocked the noise and went to work. And by week 1, he won the first battle.
Bo Nix is the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos. It's Bo time.
It's Bo time.
I like it.
He became the...
Hey, Sean Payton. They stole Sean Payton from us. I'm crying. Saints was... I mean, well, it was my team when I was a little child, but still, it was my hometown team, so I still was going to support him regardless. And when Sean Payton left, it just took all fucking hope out of the Saints. I'm not even going to lie.
First rookie to start in week 1 for the Broncos since John Elway in 1983. The players even voted him team captain. The hype was real. But in the opener versus Seattle, it all vanished.
Nix off his back foot towards the end zone, and it is picked. Nix. Oh no. Has all day, but it's intercepted.
But after that tough game, Sean Payton had his back.
You think Bo was a little jittery early and then finally...
No, he seemed calm, poised. Yeah, I felt like he was very comfortable and ready.
But in week 2, it was even worse.
Nix protected to the back of the end zone, picked off.
Can you take us through the interception in the end zone?
Drop back, do it to the other team.
In 4 games, Bo had thrown 4 interceptions and 1 touchdown. And just like that, the Bo Picks memes were back. People saying he should be benched, and every hater came out saying, I told you so. But Bo didn't flinch. The boos, the doubt, it wasn't anything new to him. So like always, Bo responded, throwing 3 touchdowns versus the Raiders. And on the sideline, he had a heated moment with Sean Payton, but it wasn't frustration. It was fire. Bo wasn't here to play around anymore. It was time to dominate. He dropped 4 touchdowns.
Hey, that's a crazy guy, but hey, a crazy guy that knows football is a dangerous guy. No cap.
Touchdowns on the Panthers. Caught one versus the Ravens. Went head-to-head with Mahomes, losing only on a missed field goal. He dropped 4 touchdowns on the Falcons, becoming the first rookie in NFL history to throw for 300+ yards and 4 touchdowns while completing 80% of his passes in a crazy turnaround. Bo Nix went from a meme to contender for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
If I had to vote right now, personally, I would vote for Bo Nix.
In this 9-game stretch, Bo had 19 total touchdowns to just 2 interceptions, leading the Broncos to a 7-5 record. But then, disaster struck. On a scramble, Bo took a shot and fractured 3 bones in his back. As a quarterback, you shouldn't play through that. But Bo is different. He wasn't about to miss his first Monday Night Football.
3rd and 11. Down the middle, Mims. He's gone. Touchdown.
But it wasn't just what Bo did. It was how he did it.
I just think he brought a lot of confidence to the team. I think his composure, demeanor, mindset, everything you want in the quarterback, he does it at a class act.
And that was true, because for the first time since 2015, Bo led the Broncos to the playoffs.
Opening the season, nobody expected us to do this, but we didn't really listen to that. But this team deserves it.
In the postseason, Bo came out hot, opening with a 43-yard touchdown. But in a gritty battle, the Broncos came up short, and the season was over. But quietly, Bo put up one of the best rookie quarterback seasons we've ever seen. 29 passing touchdowns, the second most ever by a rookie behind only...
Oh my fucking... Did y'all not just see that catch, bro?
Only Justin Herbert. Finished top 3 in Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he got ranked 64th by his peers in the NFL Top 100. But if you ask Bo, he's not satisfied.
Just the way I think, it doesn't really matter what you're ranked. It's just, an internal standard that I have that I want to be the best in the world. And I know there's a lot of guys that I'm competing for that with. And, I'm not going to stop until I at least give it my best try.
Thank y'all so much for watching.